Well, Jeff and I are up in the beautiful Sierras, and it's a little nippy. Fall is definitely here. So this wasn't quite our first plan, but we decided we're going to do some digging while it's cold to get warm. Now Jeff's looking for gold, I'm looking for bottles. So we'll see who scores first. Be honest with you, my money's on Jeff. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm not sure how well it's going to show it, but we have a big mound and Jeff's working on the mound and I'm in the low spot here. I haven't turned the detector on yet, but I've already found 2 pieces of iron. And my theory is they were working up here and their garbage ended up in the hole. I think they were digging the low point here and tossing their stuff over where Jeff is, so his odds are much better than mine at finding gold. But once they've dug this out, they're going to have a tendency to throw their trash in the low point. So I'm digging here hoping for bottles, or if I get the bedrock, then I'll be hoping for gold. Well, I just came across a piece of iron. I think it might be an old can. Let me show you. Now you can see right here the chunk of iron. Now if it's a can, that's good. If it's a piece of pipe, well then that's what you would find in a hydraulic pit. See if we can figure out what it is. It is definitely an old can. Uh-oh! It's a painted can. You can see right there we got green. The last time we found a painted can up here, it had gold in it. So I'm going to dump it out in the gold pan. Maybe it's full of gold coins. Well, it's got gravel in it. Okay, I'm gonna go find a spot, pan this out, see if there's anything in it. I'm really curious to why would they do this to the can when the one end's open. Almost looks like they made it so they could set it down. Who knows? I just went over the whole area with the detector. Got all the big chunks of iron out. Hit it again. Then I got, I don't know, 4 or 5 nails out. Then I went over it again and I got 3 pieces of lead out. Went over it again, nothing. No gold. So far, no bottles, no gold. I still have hope for the pan though. Do a little more digging. See if we turn up any more iron. Now, I'm getting no more targets under me, so I don't think I'm going to find any iron. But we'll do digging, see what the bottom looks like, see if it looks like there might be bottles or if it's just back to virgin ground or not. Well, I just finished finding a whole bunch of really tiny little pieces of flat iron that sound so good. Just running this detector. We're close enough we can't both run at the same time. So while he's checking his spot, I'm going to take this pan, see if I can find some water. I'll be back. You can see here, we got nothing. Back to detecting. Well, guess who just showed up? It's Cullen. Better late than never. Well, let me get you caught up. I've got 2 pieces of gold, But we've been bouncing between the 4,500 and the 2,300 to see how they both compare. And the 45 has definitely got a little more snot than the 2,300, because what's just barely marginal on my machine, we get a pretty good signal on his machine. Well, let me show you what I got so far. Okay, this piece here was my first piece, and that one was the second piece. Not real big, but it's gold, and first gold. Been messing around, finding all kinds of junk. I got a target here that sounds good, and I forgot I got my sound system back, so I can show you what it sounds like. Help me, help me.
You sure? That's where I heard it.
Okay, well that target sounds good to me, so let's see what it is. Oh, we moved it. That's a good sign. Then the scoop. Uh-oh. I'm getting a dual target now. Little tiny piece of iron, and it sounded so good. Well, I just went over the whole area, no more targets other than one hot rock. And I am getting a little bit discouraged with this spot because all we're finding is gold, no bottles. So we may have to, well, I think I'll go one more layer, and then we'll have to decide what we're going to do then, because it's getting close to lunchtime and I'm starving. Well, I've been cleaning off this whole area, and I'm supposed to be bottle digging. Well, I'm starting to run into a lot of big rocks, which is not good when you're bottle digging. So I'm gonna clean off, get it down maybe this much deeper. Then we'll hit it with the detector. If we got no bottles, no gold, I think we're gonna go have lunch. Okay, I'll be right back. Two chunks of good news. We're done with lunch. My sound system's messing up Jeff's metal detector, so he can't find anything. I got a piece of gold. And Jeff can't hunt for gold. Okay, let me get you caught up. Jeff's got 2 pieces. Helen's got 2 pieces. And I've got 3 pieces. But this last piece, nice piece. Let me show you. And Colin's got a nice piece. Here's that last piece, nice chunky little piece. All right, well, I'll put this in a bottle, and we may have to find another spot to dig, because all we're finding here is gold, and we're looking for bottles. I just got done digging this rock out. They have found one more piece. I've been attempting to get the bedrock. I'm really curious to how far down bedrock is, but I don't know how I'm getting pretty boulder bound. I don't know how much deeper I'm going to be able to go. And on the bottle front, 2 pieces of glass is all I got to show for bottles. Well, it's been a good hour, if not more. And we've been finding nails, no gold, but I went and did a bad thing. Let me show you. This here is parts to an old clay pipe that was pretty much all together before I hit it and broke it. I think originally just the stem was broke and the bowl was whole, but looks like I hit the bowl directly and finished it off. All right, well, I've got an area here uncovered. That's what I was doing when I broke this. So I'm gonna hit with the detector, see if we can pick anything up. The gravel looks pretty good right here, so here's hoping. Yeah, well, it's getting late and targets are getting few and far in between. These guys are making too much noise, so I'm gonna abandon this hole. And I went over there a little exploring. I got another spot over here. Let's go give that a go, see if we can turn anything up there. Well, I cleared this area, pulled some gravel back here. So, you know, it's not real clean gravel, but it's still good looking gravel. So I thought, what the heck, we'll give it a go. Okay, well, we got a target down here, but it's down, this is bedrock, and it's down in the bedrock. So we're hoping it's not a nail. World's noisiest metal detector. Well, it's either fell down
I think you moved it.
and move it. Like 100 million cracks, so it's hard telling where it could be. Okay, check that.
You might gotta move your metal leg out of the way.
Yeah. Did we move it? Or did we lose it?
I don't really hear anything over
Gotta
there.
be there.
Gotta
Okay.
be gold. I think you moved it right there. Gotta be gold.
You'd think so.
Got it.
Finally. Yeah, let's do it over here where the camera is.
Gotta be gold. Gotta be gold.
Well, better down in there.
Gotta be gold.
It's gold. There's our piece of gold that was
That?
way down in the bedrock.
So,
I'm taking a break, having dinner, and I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pack everything up, grab the detector, and we probably got maybe an hour before we got to get out of here. And I'm going to go down over the edge over here, see if I can turn up anything there. If so, I'll turn the camera on. If not, I'll see you back at the house. Back at the house, and you guessed it, it's the next day. It's raining outside right now, and it's snowing up where we were. How much? We don't know yet. We don't know if just a little bit and it'll melt away, or if we're done up there for the year. Now, after I quit filming, I did find one more piece. It was a nice chunk of conglomerate, and I broke that up, and there were several pieces in there. I got everything cleaned up. It's all sitting over the scale, so what do you say we jump over there and see how we did? We ended up with 2.18 grams. And for us old guys, that's 1.4 pennyweights. Well, a little over 2 grams. I am way okay with that. I'm staying in my 2-gram ride. Bottles, that's a different story. I'm batting 0 on bottles this year so far. Now that can still has me intrigued. You know, they cut the bottom out. They went through a lot of work to make those little feet on that thing. And at first I thought, you know, they were using it for some kind of little stove to heat up something to eat or drink. But the paint wasn't burnt. The inside of the can had no soot. So I'm 90% sure that that's not what it was used for. But they definitely used it for something. And I've found, I don't know, 4 or 5 painted cans in that area. And I'm pretty sure they were painted after they were used, because I've seen 1860 cans before. And a matter of fact, in Iowa, there's an old steam, paddle wheel ship that sank in 1865. And it went down completely loaded with product that was coming out west. And I think they found it in the 70s, but they basically just built a museum around it. If you're ever out there, it's just out of Missouri Valley, Iowa, and it is definitely worth taking a look at, because when that ship sunk, it was filled in with sediment very quickly, and it was sealed, sealed all the oxygen off, and it preserved everything. I mean, clothes, feathers. I mean, it's unbelievable how well preserved it is. Well, there was a bunch of there was a bunch of everything, but they had a lot of cans, the old bottles still with the labels on them, but all the cans I've seen, just had labels on them, kind of like the cans do now. So I'm pretty sure that after they used the contents out of the can, they painted them for a specific purpose. And the only reason I can think they painted them was each can had a job, and that way they could keep track of it. Just guessing on my part, but the whole thing's kind of got me intrigued. And like I was saying earlier, one of the cans had material in the bottom, painted out, and there wasn't a lot of gold. If I remember correctly, it was like a gram or so of gold that was in that can. Okay, well, with the rain and the snow going on right now, I don't know if we're going to get back up there or when. So I'm guessing next trip out, probably going to be the river. It's been a while since I've been to the river, and I'm kind of wanting to get back to the river. All right, well, that's all I got on this one. So I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.